This is a checked design tutorial, so we're going to make a black and charcoal chessboard blanket. So I'm using 40 in total, 14 for the back, and then we've got 7, 6, 6, 7. These are all going to be your pom-poms. So we're starting off with the 14 that we're using for the back. So tie all 14 onto your corner nail, take it across to the next nail, and we're going to go straight up to the top, do the second nail, over to the next nail, back down to the bottom, to this nail, over these 2 nails. Taking it down over 2 nails, back up to the top, over 2, down, over 2. So we are creating the pom-pom pattern from the original design, but on this blanket it's not pom-poms. Up, over 2, down, over 2, up, over 2, we're going to keep going until we reach this corner. So up to now, this is how it should look. When you reach this corner, you're going to go around 3 nails and bring it across, and then continue down. So around 3, across to the second nail, over 2 nails, back, over 2 nails, back, over 2 nails. So with this layer, you're going to keep going until the wool is all gone. When you reach your bottom corner, you're going to do the same again, around 3. And this time you're going to come back up to the top, and you're going to follow your vertical lines and keep going until your wool is gone. So this is 5 and a bit times round. Push your wool down. That's what's left. So for me, the charcoal was running out, but there's still quite a bit of black. So I'm going to use this to tie, and I only need to save a little bit of charcoal from the pom-pom layers. This will be more than enough black to tie. Pom-poms, so I'm starting with charcoal. Take your first group. I'm using 7 for my first, and we're going to tie onto corner nail. So tied onto the corner nail, we're going to miss this nail, and we're going to take it along to the 3rd nail. Then we're going to bring it down. We're going to miss a nail, take it onto the 3rd nail, miss a nail, next nail, up, we're missing a nail, taking it over this group of 3 nails, bringing it down, miss a nail, over 3, up, miss a nail, over 3. We're going to continue that pattern of 3 till we get to this corner. When you reach this corner, you might have a group of 4 nails like me. You're just going to go around all 4, and then you are going to do the pattern of 3 again, but this time you'll be following the lines that you've previously made. And you're going to keep filling in your board 8 times. If you need to save some of this to tie, then save some. Or if you want to use it all, if you want to keep going until it's gone, keep going until it's gone. I need to save some to tie, so cut it. This is when you come to the end. Take it down to the 3rd nail. Just tie it onto that. Push it right down and then tie it. So that's the first lot of grey I did. I saved grey, it's graphite, that colour. I saved a little bit to add to what I need to tie. So now we're taking your next group, your next colour, your next pom-pom group, tying onto the 2nd nail. And then we're going to repeat that same pattern of 3. So 1, miss a nail, 1, down, over 3, up, over 3, and it will be filling in the gap in between the graphite. So we need to continue that pattern down to that corner. So when you reach the corner, this time I've got a group of 3, going to go around all 3 and come back along the lines that have already been made. So just to clarify, around the group at the bottom, and then the same pattern of 3 coming back along your lines that are already in place. So I don't need to save any black, so I'm just going to continue up and down until all of this layer that I'm using is gone. So black added and all used up. Now we're ready for the next set of graphite. Tie onto your opposite corner nail, and we're going to repeat the same pattern of 3 going in the opposite direction. So exactly the same as we did before, but we're going the opposite way. Continue down till you get to your corner. When you come to the end of your threads, always take it to the next nail you would use and tie it onto that nail so that it joins your tassel, and when you're cutting it off the frame it's easy to do. So that's all the graphite. Final layer, 2nd nail again, and then the pattern of 3, filling in your gaps in the graphite. Continue down, back up, all the way around until all of that is gone. When you get to your bottom corner on this layer, you've only got the 3 or 5. So do your triangle around the group of 3 and come back along the lines you've already made. So all of the wool is added. I've started tying it just to make it easier to see. So you're tying your black in black and the charcoal graphite in graphite. So we're tying this cross section to that cross section at the back. You're going to be tying through there and there, so through that hole and that hole, and then this hole and this hole. Right, so we're going in the top left hand corner. I'm going to take these strings all the way through the back, pull them out the bottom, right, tie them together. You need to pull the wool slowly but firmly. If you pull it too fast it will snap. Taking your long piece through the bottom left, all the way through the back and out through the top right. Tie it to this small piece. Knot it. Cut it off. It's exactly the same as tying the original design, except it's back to front. So, do that again. Top left, bottom right, all the way through to the back. Tie it. Knot it. Take your long piece in through this bottom left corner and then out through the top right. Just make sure it's right in the corner. Tie it. Knot it. Cut it off. Do it one more time. So again, we're tying that cross section there to that cross section there. So bottom at top and bottom. Tie it. Pull it as tight as it can go, but you don't want to snap it and you don't want to weaken the thread, so just be gentle. Firm but gentle. Bottom left corner, all the way through to the back. Pull it out the top right. Tie it. Knot it. And cut it off. So when it's all tied, it's time to cut. So on this design, you're cutting in the middle of each X. So it's hard one-handed, but make sure you're not cutting the square at the back. Just cut it straight through them both. We're not cutting these, we're only cutting the front. So, to clarify, we're cutting this and the grey at the back. If you want to, you can cut one and then two, but I like to cut them both at the same time because it's quicker. So yeah, you're gonna cut every single one. So when it's all cut, this is what your pom-poms will look like. Now the edges, so you've got two in each square. You can either cut them both. If you're going to cut them both, you're going to cut straight across like you did here, and then you'll have mixed tassels. This back layer will make your tassel. What I do is I just cut the top one off, so that one, so like all the way around. And then these back ones are going to make the tassels stripy and not mixed. So I've trimmed the edge bits off. If you are cutting all of this off and you want mixed tassels, you can ignore this part. So when you are cutting your edges, you need to pull the colours, so it's black first. You need to pull the black forward, and then it needs to be cut in the centre, which is in line with the nail in the middle. So just the black. You're going to do the same all the way for this first black layer. You're going to cut them in line with the middle nail. Then when the black's done, you're going to do the same with the grey. And you're going to, obviously, when you pull it forward, you're going to cut in the middle. So in the middle of the piece, which is the nail in the middle. So these are going to be my tassels all cut. And what you need to do now is literally just cut these in between each nail all the way around, and your blanket will come off the frame. And there it is off the frame, finished, looking beautiful. And that's what the stripy tassels look like. And the back.